to Personal Development Quarter 2, Lesson 18. So now we are going to talk about the personal relationship, attraction, love, and commitment. So at the end of the lesson, students are expected to, we have to express your ways of showing attraction, love, and commitment. Also, identify ways to become responsible in a relationship, appraise one relationship, and make plan for building responsible for future relationship. So in this lesson, we learned that there are elements hidden behind the idea being in a relationship with others, how it starts and how it grows. By discussing and defining some important concept, you will be able to gain ideas on how important these factors are to personal relationship. According to Lao Tzu, being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. So what are the difference of giving you strength and giving you a courage? Okay, so ito yung reflection natin for this morning. So let's talk about what is a personal relationship. Ano nga ba ang personal relationship? So the concept of relationship is very broad and complex. In our model, personal relationship refer to close connection. Close connection between people formed by emotional bonds and interaction. So these bonds often grow from and are strengthened by mutual experiences. Okay, so ito daw ay close connection na nagpo-form ng emotional bond and interaction. So there are factors of personal relationship. So let's find out what are those factors. Attraction. So according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, collegiately defined attraction as action or power of evoking interest, pleasure, liking for someone or something, and the quality or feature that evoke interest, liking, or desire. Okay, di ba? Naa-attract tayo sa bagay na gusto natin. Naa-attract tayo sa mga bagay na nakikita natin yung gusto nating quality sa kanya. Okay? Or like, naa-attract tayo sa isang tao na alam mong may ideal ka na gusto sa kanya. So when you have a positive attitude or evaluation regarding a particular person in relation to the different components, that is interpersonal reaction. So sinasabi natin the interpersonal reaction or attraction relates only between two people having an intimate and romantic relationship. However, it is not only limited to such scenes, it may also transpire between friends, colleagues, family member, and others. So, meron tayong mga interpersonal attraction with our family, yung mga special someone natin, or yung tinatawag natin na significant others. There are a lot of key components of attraction that may be the reason for someone liking others. Diba? Meron naman talagang bagay na nagugustuhan natin sa isang tao kasi meron kang specific na feature or characteristic na gusto mo sa kanya. What are those? So let's find out. So sabi dito, physical attractiveness ang number one. So pag sinabi nating physical attractiveness, attracted people draw out a more positive first impression. Initially, people tend to influence by what they see. Okay? So, kung ano yung nakikita natin, kaya nga physical attractiveness, ano yung gusto natin sa mata, yung matangos na ilong. So, yung physically na nakikita natin sa isang tao. So, even the younger ones prefer to look faces that adults considered attractive rather than opposite one. So, our perception of beauty, though differ from one another, since it can be influenced by culture, culture, educational background, and social status, etc. So everyone has his or her idea of what or who is attractive based on the physical appearance. So meron tayong kanya-kanyang gusto, di ba? We have kung anong gusto nyo sa mukha, yung characteristic. So iba-iba tayo ng attraction sa ibang tao dahil iba-iba rin naman tayo. Next is similarity. So when you say similarity, when you are tasked by your teacher to select a partner for an activity, who do you usually choose? So why, 'di ba? Pagka nagkasabi, okay, find your partner. So sino yung pipiliin mo? The common answer might be a friend who used to be you with perhaps because there is a connection between the two of you that you do not have with others. So we can say that you are on the same wavelength. That is why you find it easy to get along with him or her because you share the same interests and opinion. Ito yung parang madali kang makajibe sa isang tao kasi parehas kayo ng interest, parehas kayo ng opinion, nagkakaroon kayo ng connection with each other. So, ang tawag natin dun is similarity. So, what about the proximity? So, one of the important aspect of any relationship is distance. Proximity pertains to physical distance with other people and it is related to functional distance. How often people interact or communicate with other. The more you encounter or interact with the person, the more you allow yourself to get to know him or her better, which lead to a better relationship like friendship or intimate relationship. So most likely the people always near you, just like your classmate or neighbor, has a big tendency to become your friend. Okay? Sino ba yung mga laging nandyan sa tabi mo? Sila yung magiging close sa'yo. Sila yung magiging mas nakakakilala sa'yo or mas nakikilala mo sila because nakikita mo sila. So proximity is about the distance, 'di ba? Yung kung sino yung mas malapit sa'yo. Next one, we also have reciprocity. So kapag sinabi nating reciprocity, we tend to get along with people or with someone whom we have the same feeling toward, and it's called reciprocity. Feelings with someone are being reciprocated or returned in the same way of you do. Halimbawa, ito sa friendship, na ibibigay niya yung need mo as a friend, ikaw ba nakakapagbigay ng need niya as a friend? Okay? So, parang give and take. Okay? According to Brannon and Morato, authors of one of the modules of in the book of Together, The Science of Social Psychology, another way to think of it is that relationships are built on a give and take. Yan, give and take. If one side is not reciprocating, then the relationship is doomed. This may happen in any relationship with friends, classmates, and family members, or in a romantic partner. So, kailangan give and take kayo. Kasi kung halimbawa yung isa lang ang nag-give, hindi din magiging healthy yung relationship niyo with each other kasi yung isa hindi napapakinggan. Okay. Next one, for you, what is love? Okay, so ano nga ba yung tinatawag nating love? So as an adolescence, eto talaga yung parang crucial moment natin. So love, it appears that the word love has many meanings. Some definition in the Merriam-Webster Dictionary are, so kapag sinabi daw nating love, it is a strong affection for another arising out of kinship or personal ties. Also, attraction based on sexual desire, affection, and tenderness felt by lovers. So ito na yung parang um, intimate relationship with others. And affection based on admiration, benevolence, or common interest. Okay, so ito, papasok to sa family, yung ating admiration with our family, yung our loved ones. So number 2, an assurance of affections. So any discussion about love fix the curiosity and interest of young adults your age. It may differ depending on one experience and knowledge of love though. Sometimes it may affect the emotional and psychological being of a person, thus influencing his or her emotion toward another. So these emotional bonds on the presence or absence of support from each others. So kailangan daw meron tayong assurance of affection. Commitment. So, what is the meaning of commitment? Ano ba yung tinatawag nating commitment? Okay. So, Dr. Rajiv Janjani and Dr. Hamontari reiterated the Slaughter et al. 2011 that commitment refers to the feeling and action that keep partners working together to maintain a relationship. So, dapat daw, it is a feelings and action na nagwo-work together para daw ma-maintain ang healthy relationship. Any relationship will last through the cooperation of both parties, of course. Dapat ay both parties ang nagwo-work out. Without this, the relationship will not last and end with breaking up. So below are some collected ideas on how to exercise, expressing affection, and develop into a commitment for any kinds of relationship. So this may serve as tip on how to keep healthy relationship with others. So para daw maging committed tayo at maging maganda yung ating relationship with the other or yung ating relationship with our partner, you have to stay happy. So happiness gives you the feeling satisfaction for both abstract and concrete things, okay? So kapag masaya ka, nagiging positive lahat ng paligid mo. So also, you have to be empathetic. So empathizing with another is acting with a greater cooperation and overall altruism, the desire to help, even at a potential cost to solve, okay? So dapat nagkakaroon tayo ng empathy with our partner or with our loved ones or with our family. Next is keep an open communication. So, etong keep an open communication, it provides an opportunity to size up the trustworthiness of a person by verbally committing to cooperate with another. Kailangan talaga we have to open. We have to communicate. Anong problema, ano yung solusyon. So, with that, lahat na magiging problem, maaayos. Next is always trust, of course. Working with others toward a common goal requires a level of faith that others will repay our hard work and generosity. So, supporting their interest is also showing your trust, okay? So, yung tiwala natin with our loved ones, dapat talagang nandun. And of course, show respect. So, people are likely to give respect others by being polite, honest, and by showing kindness all the time. Okay, dapat talagang nakikita natin na may respeto sa bawat isa. And be a helping hand in times of trouble, mentally, emotionally, make him feel or that she is always has in your side. Dapat gano'n na talagang nararamdaman niya na nandyan ka or nararamdaman mo na nandyan siya. Okay, so these are the quiz. And that's all. Thank you for listening.